Okay, hello everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Friday Night Reading Sprints. Thank you to everyone who's joining. I know sometimes it takes a minute and sometimes you get an ad. So I will mumble here for the first 30 seconds or so as we are welcoming people in. And then I will let Hannah introduce herself once I know some people are actually going to see us. So as you're joining, let us know what you're reading. I'll pop a banner up. Let us know in the comments what you're reading. We are both doing the Spring Fling-O-Ween Readathon right now that's hosted by Gabby from Gabby Reads and Olivia from Olivia Reads a Latte. So we wanted to do some sprints to get some reading done together, be productive, and also just hang out because it's been a while. But this is Hannah. Oh, opposite way. It's so hard with this opposite camera. But Hannah, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, hello. I am Hannah. My channel's Hannah's Recent Reads. And I don't know, I'm reading An Unexpected Peril, which is the sixth Veronica Speedwell book. I finished the 2 thrillers that I wanted to for this readathon. And so I'm like, a mystery, it kind of counts, I guess. So
Yeah.
I don't have any other like thrillers on my physical TBR, so I went with a mystery.
Yeah, Hannah typically reads a lot of fantasy, so this is a little bit pushing her back into the dark zone.
Yeah.
She dabbles into thrillers every now and then, but the first book I read for this readathon actually pretty much very thin and really a thriller or a horror, so it happens. You don't have to stick to the script. But
I know. I usually
I'm
always
going to
try
be
to work the
reading.
prompts so they fit whatever I'm in the mood for.
Yeah. I'm reading Insomnia by Sarah Pinborough tonight. I am like 100 pages in right now, so hopefully can get pretty far in the book throughout the sprints tonight. Everyone is loving it and raving about it and giving it 5 stars, and so far I feel like it's fine. So
okay.
We'll see. Hopefully, I know. Did you read Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborough?
I haven't yet. No.
Okay. Have you seen the show on Netflix, or are you just completely?
I want to read the book first, but I'm just like never felt the need to pick it up yet. So I'll get to it, but I don't know when.
Yeah, I think last year was the year that I read it. Whenever the show came out, I finally picked it up, even though it came out like years ago. And I gave that one 5 stars, but I think I remember it's like a pretty normal book, and then the end is just so crazy, and I think I love the end. So I'm wondering if that's how this is going to be too. Like, it's just kind of fine, and then the end is something super cool. But
right. Hopefully.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I hope so. Hope it picks up. Hey, Colleen. But yeah, let us all know what you're reading in the chat.
And if you're doing Spring Fling-O-Ween too, I'd be curious to see how many people are doing that.
Yeah, let us know all the things. Let us know how it's going. What have you read? Just anything you want to let us know. The House on Abigail Lane by Keelan Patrick Burke. I have read from Keelan Patrick Burke. I haven't read that one before. I've only read one thing from him, but hope you're enjoying it. Reading Lakewood by Megan Giddings for Spring Fling-O-Ween, and it's spooky and fantastic. It's great to hear. Hi, Lauren. Thanks for joining. I'm reading S. Oh, my goodness. How is it going? How are you feeling about it? I am so excited to see that you're reading that. I haven't seen anyone else read that except for Mara from Books Like Whoa just posted a vlog like 2 days ago that she read it as well. And I'm like, great. I want to see more people start to pick it up, and I want to hear everybody's thoughts about it. But yeah, it's such a weird book. Reading The Passengers by John Mars. Nice. Flicker in the Dark. Good one. Crooked Kingdom. Definitely needing these reading sprints. Well, welcome. Hopefully we can get tons of reading done. Wanting to get to Veronica Speedwell soon. I'm reading Stay Awake by Megan Golden. Nice. I have...
Sorry, I was going to say, I think that this is like a good one to pick up now because I literally picked up this series because of Olivia, and she's a host. So
yeah,
it fits.
Perfectly on brand with the readathon.
Yeah.
How is Stay Awake going for you, Lauren? I have an arc of that one too, and I really want to get to it soon. And I just feel like it's going to be amazing, but I'm also nervous because I don't think I've ever read from Megan Golden before, but that one sounds really cool. Hello, Taylor. I'll be reading Little Disasters by Sarah Vaughn, and I'm 79% through. Nice. Hopefully you can finish it up. Reading These Silent Woods by Kimmy Cunningham Grant. Nice. That's a good one. Did you read that one, Hannah?
I didn't.
I know that one was a book troop pick, so I didn't know
Yeah.
if you decided to pick that one up. It's a little bit more literary, not as thriller.
Yeah, I didn't hear like the best things about it, so I haven't really been in like a thriller reading mood until like pretty recently. I've been picking up more thrillers lately. I've just been like fantasy all day.
Yeah, you've been going ham on those Zodiac Academy books.
I know. They're so bingeable.
I'm like almost starting to get convinced that I should pick them. I'm like, I feel like I'm going to hate them. I feel like I'm
You
not
would
going to
hate
like
them.
them. Okay, great. That's all I needed to know.
I really don't think you would like them at all.
Great. I think I might like the Veronica Speedwell books.
Yeah, that one, I'm surprised that I am liking it so much because I'm not a historical fiction fan, and I'm just like eating them up. They're so good.
Is there like a romance element in those too?
Yeah, it's pretty slow burn though, but it's like in the best way possible. But like even if it didn't have a romance, if the two like love interests were just like friends, they're just so funny together that I wouldn't even mind if they just were friends.
Yeah, I feel like I want to pick it up, but also it's so many books and I'm not the biggest series reader. So I'm like, if I pick it up, that's all I'm reading for a month.
Yeah. You could just read the first one though. Like you wouldn't have to keep reading.
I would
okay.
have to.
I should have known better. You're a Virgo too, so I should have known.
Watching on my phone and TV while I read. Winds are crazy. Over 50 miles an hour may lose power. Oh my goodness. Where are you at with 50-mile-per-hour winds? That is insane.
That's intense winds.
Hope you're staying safe. Hello, it's my first time doing a live reading sprint. Welcome.
Awesome.
Glad you could make it. I'm reading Behind Her Eyes, recommended by Ashley. I have insomnia next. Nice. We can do a little buddy read.
It's perfect.
Ooh, Children on the Hill by Jennifer McMahon.
I'm really excited to read the new one. I haven't read anything by her, so I don't know. But I'm so hyped for that one.
Yeah, I haven't read anything from her either, but that one sounds really good. All Her Little Secrets, then Insomnia. Nice. I'm like, I'll catch up on the comments and then we'll talk about how the readathon has gotten from here because I want to talk about this book. Reading the Book of Cold Cases. Nice. Hey, Lexi. Oh, look, All Her Little Secrets again. Listening to Witchlings by Clarabelle A. Ortega. I'm almost finished with it. That one sounds cute. Read Come Closer and gave it 5 stars.
Nice.
I've got to get to that one. Everyone loves that. Participating but failing at Spring Fling-O-Ween. Still on my first book. It's tough in the short ones.
Yeah.
Gotta read fast to get some books finished. Reading Reckless Girls. I like that one too. Oh, good. Oh no.
Completely opposite opinions.
Oh no, a detective POV. I didn't know there was going to be a detective POV. Yikes.
I like the detective POVs. I feel like that's an unpopular opinion, but I'm also not like a thriller, like avid thriller reader. I feel like a lot of people who read them like a lot don't care for those. And I'm like, I like it all laid out for me. So my brain doesn't have to do the heavy lifting.
Yeah. I don't mind detective POV if it's like a Sherlock type detective, you know, like this hyper genius kind of detective.
That's literally these.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. Like, I love stuff like that. But if it's just a generic kind of cop, I feel like you never get to know anything about them. Like, I don't care about them as a character. They're always just like moving the plot and not really like do anything else. So once you read like a lot of that, it's just like, oh, great, here's another one of cop. Just like, yeah. So I guess we'll see how I feel about this one. How It Feels to Float by Helena Fox, jump-starting the May TBR a couple days early. Nice. Also wrote The Night Swim, which was phenomenal.
That's where I heard that name from. When they said that author name, I was like, why do I know that? But that was one of my favorite thrillers.
Oh, you read that one. I didn't read that one.
I like it. It's got like a podcast element to it. I like that one.
Nice. Kansas. Those tornadoes. Well, I don't know if that means it's a tornado, but all I know about Kansas is Wizard of Oz. The fact that you would read the whole Veronica Speedwell series at one time makes me giggle.
I know. I should have known that you would have read it.
It
I'm like,
is.
you don't have to. And you're like, I would though. Like,
I would.
Of course you would.
It's a complete story. I need the complete story all at once. Or if I
they
stop
are really
too, like
bingeable too.
yeah, I love that.
Pick
And
them
if
up
I
right
stop,
away.
then I just don't care anymore because I forget about it. And I'm like, that was the complete story in my mind. Nothing else could have possibly happened because I didn't keep going.
I also feel like the main character is like super likable. Like she's so fun to read from because she's got that like super smart scientist like way of talking, and she's just like so matter of fact about things. It's awesome.
Yeah. One month I'll clear out the TBR and we'll see what happens. Hi Tara. I'm reading The Hunting Wives. Oh, nice. The Midnight Club by Christopher Pike. It's way more intense than I remember it being. I feel like Pike was compared to R.L. Stine a lot, but his books are way darker. I've never read anything from Christopher Pike.
Me either.
I finished Insomnia yesterday and liked it. Still nowhere near as good as Behind Her Eyes, though, in my opinion. Hoping to finish Annihilation before Sunday to get it into my April reads. Good luck. Hello, reading The Cabin at the End of the World by Paul Tremblay. It's one of my favorites. I hope you like it. Okay, so I want to talk about how the readathon has gone so far for both of us. So what have you read so far, Hannah?
So I started with Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. I listened to the audiobook and I had the ebook to like follow along with because I was in like a bit of a revenge mood earlier after reading the Mind F series. I'm just like, I want all the revenge stories. And that one kept getting recommended to me. And I read it so quickly and I really, really enjoyed it. And it fulfilled both of the prompts. So I was like, gold star.
Done. Readathon's over.
Yeah. So, and then I picked up The Sundown Motel by Simone St. James. So,
and you didn't like it.
I didn't like it.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, I think I would have liked it if I hadn't read anything else from Simone St. James. But I've read The Broken Girls and The Book of Cold Cases, and it just feels like the same story being recycled over and over. And so like it's The Sundown Motel wasn't bad. It was just boring because I had already seen this twice and I read them both this year. So like if I had spaced them out, maybe I would have enjoyed it more, but it was just like I just feel like I'm reading the same book with like a slight minor change in the like setting.
Yeah, I feel like that's not an uncommon opinion. I heard people saying that when the Book of Cold Cases came out, they're like, this is the third time she's repeated this formula. Like you can tell she found something that worked. I've read The Sundown Motel. I read that, I think in 2020. It was a couple years ago. And then I read the Book of Cold Cases. I haven't read The Broken Girls. I like the Book of Cold Cases better than The Sundown Motel. And I remember not specifically liking about The Sundown Motel that the perspectives feel really similar with like her and it's her and her aunt, and then you see her aunt in the past. Is it?
Yeah. And they're like
reading the same character.
They're both at the Sundown Motel and like the same kind of like haunting things are happening to both of them. So it's just like
doing the same job, like going to the same library.
Yep. And then they find out, like you find out what happened in the past, and then you go back to the present time and she's finding that out in the present time. And it's like, I just learned this. I just read this. I don't want to read. Like, it doesn't do anything for me to watch her figure it out. Like, sometimes that's fun. And this was just like, you just repeated half the book again, but made it present day. So I just, I don't know. It maybe if I had spread them out, but I had read all three of them.
You like the other two though, right? You like The Broken Girls and you like Book of Cold Cases?
Yeah, it's kind of funny because I liked The Broken Girls the best, and that's the first one I read. And then The Book of Cold Cases, I'm like, that one was good. I liked that one. It was a fun time. And then I read The Sundown Motel, and I was like, all right, I'm done with
just a gradual decline.
Yep.
Yeah. I have read a novella. I read We Had to Remove This Post by Hannah something Dutch. Her last name is a Dutch name, so I wouldn't know how to say it, and I can't see it from here. But that actually turned out to be kind of more of just like a literary fiction novella. It was dark, so it was kind of like horror in that way. But I feel like a lot of people would say it's not horror. It's not like straight in your face
like
horror.
Scary.
Yeah, it's just the whole thing is about she's a content moderator for a social media platform, and so she has to see like terrible videos people try to upload of like harming babies or animals, and like briefly kind of talks about the things she sees. It doesn't get like creepy of someone starts stalking her or something like that. It's just like more literary and about how social media can affect us detrimentally. But that one was okay. I thought it was fine. And then I tried to read An Honest Lie by Taryn Fisher. DNF. I am not finishing that.
I saw that Gabby has that like in her thumbnail. I haven't gotten to watch her video yet, but I'm like, it's so funny because all the people that read Taryn Fisher hate Taryn Fisher books, but they always
keep doing it. We keep reading them. I don't know
over and over every single time. They're like, "This is so bad. Why am I reading this?" But every time she comes out with a new book,
they keep getting worse, and I keep going like, "Okay, I'll pick this one up too. This is fine. I'll just keep reading them." But yeah, I was watching. Gabby did sprints on our Patreon yesterday while she was reading An Honest Lie, and she got to page like 200-ish or something on the sprints, and she just kept being like, "This is so boring. Literally nothing is happening. I hate this." And I was just getting ready to start the book, and I was like, "I don't know. Maybe like I'll feel differently. I'll still give it a chance." And I read the first like 50 or 60 pages. I didn't at all. It was boring. Oh, I think I froze, or maybe
I think you cut out for a second. I think you said it was horrible.
It was boring. Yeah,
boring.
All I said was it was boring.
That's what you said.
So I've only read Readathon's gone, and now I'm on this.
I've only read The Wives by Taryn Fisher, and I hated it. And then I saw like if people liked her next book that came out, I may have given her a second chance, but nobody liked it. So I was like, I'm just not going to do that to myself.
Yeah, at least with The Wives and with The Wrong Family, I thought the concepts were interesting. I just thought they were executed pretty poorly. An Honest Lie, I didn't even think was interesting. It was just really boring, like straight off the bat.
Really bad.
So just gonna skip that one.
Oh
yeah,
sorry.
A lot of people really like Simone St. James.
I like The Broken Girls. I really think that I would have liked Sundown Motel if I hadn't already read the same story twice before.
Yeah, maybe she'll mix it up next time. Do something that is not just two POVs,
I like the
one
paranormal
historical
aspect, but
yeah, I like the paranormal in her stuff too.
Yeah.
I've had terrible luck this readathon. I read The Paris Apartment, I'll Be You, and The Honest Lie. All were just meh. Oh no, I agree. I thought The Paris Apartment was meh and The Honest Lie. And I have I'll Be You sitting on my TBR, and I'm really excited for it. And now I'm scared. I feel like a lot of people kind of think that about Janelle Brown's writing, though. But I really like Janelle Brown's stuff, so maybe I'll still like it. Yeah, it's pretty mixed opinions on some.
I would just pick one book of her, like,
and
more
it's
recent
all going to be the
ones,
same,
and just go with that because you might like it. Because I really liked The Broken Girls, but give one book a shot.
Yeah. And what is this one about? Oh, The Hunting Wives. Yeah. I'm interested, but I'm about 140 pages in. Haven't reached anything thrilling yet. It's starting to pick up, though. Hello.
Hi, Rye.
Thanks for joining. No, Honest Lie was so bad. I touched it after the end. It was bad. Yeah, I haven't heard anyone say it about it, so I believe it's just objectively bad. I refuse to read from her after only reading The Wives. That is a good call, Lexi.
Yeah.
Only read The Wrong Family, and it was terrible enough for me to never read from her again. You guys are smarter than me. I just keep trying. I've read like all her stuff. I read her old stuff she published independently too. I mean, I've read pretty much all of it. None of it's good.
Literally everybody has that opinion though.
And we keep reading them. I don't know.
And everybody keeps picking them up. Every time they're like, it's on my most anticipated releases. I'm like, why though?
So in the end, she wins. It doesn't matter that her books are bad. We keep reading them.
She's still getting that coin.
Yep. I won't allow myself to add her to my TBR anymore. You're stronger than me, Kat. I bet I'll read the next one too.
Yep.
Good luck, Tara. All right. Well, I think it's a good time to get started on reading. How are you feeling? Do you want to do like 30-minute, 45-minute?
I'm down for either. What are you feeling?
What about 40 minutes? And then that'll take us to the o'clock. and then
Perfect.
we'll be getting a good. I know we're on different time zones, so just trying to say like the zeros. All right, happy reading, everybody. Hello, welcome back, everyone. I was going to try to catch the sound so it didn't go off, but I looked away for like 2 seconds, so it was over. How did everybody's reading go?
I got about 40 pages read, so that's pretty good.
Nice.
I'm really enjoying it.
I did not count. I was going to ask what it's about, but I suppose you can't really tell when it's the sixth book.
It's a mystery.
I don't know how much I read, but I got to page 162. So I'm like halfway through the book. And I still feel like nothing's happened.
Oh, no.
So I'm confused. I don't know. For those of you in the chat who have read this, let me know. I just feel like nothing has happened, but everyone's saying it's really good. So is it going to have a really good ending, or did you love the whole thing? And so maybe I just won't like it if I'm already not liking it. I don't know.
Or maybe there's like something that happens in the second half.
Yeah, that like completely changes everything.
Right.
I don't know. It's just about this woman who is getting ready to turn 40. And when her mom turned 40, she went mad and like couldn't sleep and went into psychosis and like did some traumatizing things to her children. And so now she's about to turn 40 and the same things start happening to her. And she's afraid that she's also going to go mad. That's the whole story so far, 160 pages in. That's all that's happened. So I don't know. But let us know how your reading sprints went. If you just joined, Hannah's reading the Veronica Speedwell books, number 6, and I'm reading Insomnia by Sarah Pinborough. And I don't remember where we were in the comments. Maybe here-ish? I think so. I think we saw Tara. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello, never seen one of these before. Hope everyone's enjoying though. Welcome.
Awesome.
So reorganizing my shelves and hopefully finishing Kingdom of Copper. Nice. I'm so glad I clicked on this live and scrolled back. I just checked out an honest live, but I had a bad feeling this is my sign to not waste my time. Yeah, definitely don't recommend. Hey, Kim.
Hi, Kim.
All good. Still reading 11/22/63. It's a big one.
That's fair. That's a chunky book.
Luckily, it doesn't look like any comments needed to be moderated unless you're Taryn Fisher. Yeah, hopefully she's not watching.
Yep.
Hey, Kim. Hey, Emily. Reading Bunny.
Bunny.
Nice. What are you thinking of it? Are you liking it? I feel like it's a very hit or miss type book for a lot of people. So I always like to know.
Trip.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, Kim. We were talking about An Honest Lie. I tried to read that. You knew this. We were talking about this in another live show. Kim is always in all the live shows, and so we're always in the chat. Just like she always knows what I'm reading. But
Kim's awesome.
Yeah, I gave that one up like 60 pages in, and we were talking about how all of Taryn Fisher's books are bad, but everyone keeps reading them. So like she's got us in a chokehold. Winds calm down to 37 miles per hour. That's still very fast.
Still a lot, yeah.
Made it to page 89. The chapters are short, though. By the way, love the sounds you chose for tonight. Very fitting for my weather. Yeah, I'm surprised you're not like, I'm sick of it. I don't need any more stormy rain. Hannah's reading.
Oh, yep. I'm reading An Unexpected Peril by Deanna Rayborn. It's the 6th book in the Veronica Speedwell series, and it's so good. I like laughed out loud so many times in those 40 pages already. They're so funny.
I love that when a book can make you laugh. I don't get a lot of those because I read a lot of dark things.
Hopefully you're not laughing at the dark things that happen.
Sometimes.
No.
Really good. Normally I don't like detective perspectives, but I don't mind it so much in this one. I'm at 58%. Good to hear. Maybe I won't mind it then either. So maybe not harshly. I'm glad because I checked out her recent book, but I'm not going to read it. There's so many books I want to read. That's how I feel too. Like if I don't feel like I think a book can be 5 stars for me, I don't want to pick it up anymore. I feel like I used to pick up anything if people were talking about it, but I want to really think I'm going to like it. Or else I don't
feel
want to
like
pick it up.
I've really refined my reading taste. Like most of the books I pick up are like 4 and 5 stars. My Goodreads rating at the end of every year, like my average, is pretty high. So
I'm so jealous.
I don't feel bad about it. I also don't I'm not super strict about my 5 stars. Like if I love
Yeah.
it and it makes me emote, then I'll probably give it 5 stars.
Yeah. I think you skipped book of the month too. We were
I
talking
did.
about that. But like with the Hacienda, I just felt like, I don't know. I just feel like it's going to be a 3-star for me. So I was like, what's the point of picking
What's
it
the
up if I
point?
don't feel like I'm going to love it? But if people give it really good reviews, then maybe I'll revisit it later. An hour left in my audiobook, hoping to finish it soon.
You got
Nice.
this, Sahar.
54% of Lakewood. Everyone is
Nice.
crushing it. Is this Insomnia? I miss what books you were reading. Yes, Insomnia by Sarah Pinborough. I think Gabby said the twist happens at the end, and it was a twist with a similar style as Behind Her Eyes. Yeah, I've been hearing that too, that it's kind of out there. But we'll see. Hope it turns around for you. I'll be so sad if you don't love it. I'm going to be so sad too. I thought it was for sure going to be amazing. 70% of Cabin at the End of the World. This book is so wild. Yeah, that's a good time.
I do really want to read that one eventually.
It's been so long since I read it that I don't know if I could say if you would like it or not. It's very hit or miss with people because it
Yeah.
has like an open ending,
Yep.
and people either love that or hate that. But I really liked that one. Hello, just joining, hoping to finish ZA2 tonight. Have about 80 pages left.
Oh, 80 pages left. That's where it's all about to hit the fan.
You are in good company with Hannah if you are reading the Zodiac Academy books.
I love them so much.
About halfway into the house on Abigail Lane. I'm not scared or uneasy yet. The next half better be great. Fingers crossed. That's how I'm feeling about my book too. Halfway through Reckless Girls. I'm enjoying it, but it feels like nothing has happened and everything has happened. It's obviously building towards something. That is exactly how I would describe that book. It feels like nothing goes on, but also everything does. And I think it's because you get like a lot of information about the past. So you're learning a lot about what has happened, but in the present day, like nothing's happening. So it's like building the suspense. But I like the Reckless Girls a lot.
I haven't read that one yet.
I don't know if you would like it or not. It's also very hit or miss. Thrillers nowadays are so hit or miss with so many people.
The same author as The Wife Upstairs, though, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I liked that one, so I did want to give it a shot, but
I feel like they're very different.
Okay.
I feel like Reckless Girls is more similar to Every Value Break by Peter Swanson, which I don't remember if you read that one.
I haven't, but I want to read it because you liked it.
Yeah, I love that. Everyone hates that book. And Reckless Girls, I feel like is pretty similar to Every Value Break in that you just have to like read it really fast and it'll be fun and don't think about it too hard or don't take it too seriously.
Good to know.
Flying through that book. Everyone's flying through their books tonight. 52% into The Island of Missing Trees. I read 50 pages in that sprint. Killing it.
Nice.
I'm reading The Boys Club and loving it. Nice. Hi, Kylie. Just joined. I'm reading Divergent.
Ooh, throwback.
Yeah, good throwback.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite series.
Yes, Bunny, love that for you. Insomnia was pretty repetitive, but I liked the ending, though, enough to give it 4 stars. I felt the same about it as Gabby. That's how I'm feeling, too. It's just so repetitive. It's just like, oh, no, am I going crazy? Am I doing things and I don't know that I'm doing it? Why can't I sleep? Oh, no, am I going crazy? Like, it's just that over and over and over. Because it's like a countdown to her 40th birthday. So it's like 10 days until my 40th birthday. 9 days. It's just the same thing. I
kind of like books that do that, though. That like,
yeah, I like the countdown element, too.
Have you read Middle Game by Shauna McGuire?
I haven't, but it's up here somewhere.
The sequel comes out like in a couple days, and that's one that does it, but it does it like 30 seconds until the end of the world. And then you jump back and it's like 2 years until the end of the world. So you're like,
that's cool.
What is going to happen? And it literally starts like at the most like climactic part. You're like, whoa, I just got thrown in, like we're on page 2, what's happening? And then it throws you back. And that one, I gave that book 5 stars. I'm going to reread it before the second one. But if you like that, that's such a good one. It jumps around a bit, but it's not like confusing, I don't think. But oh, it's so good.
Yeah. I love anything that like plays with time in books. If it's not a straightforward story, I think that's cool. But yeah, I know
Yeah.
everyone loves Middle Game. And I've kind of been waiting since I knew the sequel. Or is it a sequel or like a spinoff?
It's a sequel, I think.
Okay. Um, oh yeah, because the
The Over the Woodward Wall is the
yes,
like
that's the spinoff.
story that's in the story.
Which I've read that.
Right.
Which might be weird that I've read that and not Middle Game.
To me, they don't like matter, I guess. Like
Yeah.
if you don't read it, you're not missing out on much. But if you do read it, it's like, what did that add? I don't even know.
Yeah.
But I liked them separately, but like it's weird to think that they're linked because they're so different.
Yeah, it's like the children's book that someone in Middle Game is writing. Yeah.
Yep. I think you would like Middle Game though, so I'm excited for you to read that whenever you pick it up.
Yeah, I'll definitely pick it up sometime.
Sometime.
Hi, Amanda. Just joining, listening to The Collective. May switch to Island of Missing Trees soon. Hannah, you just read The Collective recently.
I did, yep, when I was in my revenge phase.
What is The Island of Missing Trees? Everyone's reading that.
Hmm.
I haven't heard of that.
I haven't heard of that either.
I wonder like a book club pick?
Maybe.
Or if it's on TikTok. That'll get people
Are you
reading.
looking it up? Now I'm curious. I want to know what it looks like. Missing trees.
My Goodreads is loading so slowly.
It's a really pretty cover. I have never heard of it.
Yeah, I've never heard of this author either. Elif Shafak. This is what it looks like for everybody.
Super pretty.
Came out last year. A magical book. 2 teens.
Also got really good ratings. 4.21 average.
Oh, it looks like Jack Edwards read it recently. That's probably why people are reading it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, he gave it 5 stars 23 days ago. That'll do it.
That's why. Talk about an influencer.
Yeah. I didn't get any reading done in that sprint as I was doing video stuff, but I should be able to in the next one. Video stuff's good too.
Still productive.
Way to spend the time. I'm enjoying S, but I have not read any of the written in notes yet. I want to read the entire Ship of Theseus and then go back. Did you read everything at the same time when you read it? Yes, I did. I would read like, so there's 2 sides of the page. I would read the Ship of Theseus, like printed novel, and then I would read all of the annotations, and then I would read the next page, printed novel, and then the annotations. And I don't know where you're at in S, but there's a part 2 where the annotations colors start changing because the annotators went through at different times in their lives and used a different color pen. And so you're like also reading multiple timelines of annotations. And I would still read that all at the same time too, instead of trying to go back. It's very confusing. And if no one knows what I'm talking about, this probably sounds really wild, but I have a reading blog of reading this book if you're super curious about it. But it's like kind of like a House of Leaves style, weird, interactive
like a super
book.
Niche book, I feel like.
Yeah. I saw it on
looks
TikTok.
So interesting though. Like after watching your vlog of it, I'm like, do I want to read this? I don't think I would like this, but like it just looks so interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really like it as like a story, but I enjoyed the experience of doing it. Like, I'm glad I did it because it was so unique and interesting, and I would just be endlessly curious if I hadn't. But it's not satisfying. You don't come away and feel like, yes, I have unlocked this secret story. It kind of makes you feel dumb because it's just so hard to piece it all together and to know what they were going for. But that is like one of the most impressive pieces of literature that has ever been created, because the fact that those writers could go through and write, first of all, a whole novel, like a printed novel, and then create these annotated characters and write all the annotations and connect that to the novel and then do different timelines of the annotations and then also put inserts in the book. It's like newspaper clippings and like secret cipher codes. I don't know how they did it. They had to have like a crazy whiteboard.
It's like that meme of Charlie from Always Sunny with all the strings and he's like looking crazy.
That's how I felt reading it. It's just like, what is this? I'm reading The Keepers of the Metzen Vallow, and I'm loving it. I wish this book had more visual writing, and I fear it's beautiful. I'll look one up so I can look at that later because I haven't heard of that one.
I haven't heard of that either.
Metzen.
Sounds
Oh,
like
it's Wendy Webb.
Oh, it sounds like very sci-fi to me.
I don't know what else Wendy Webb has done, but I know her name. Oh, The Haunting of Bryn Wilder. That was the summer reading book.
Because I thought the same thing. I'm like, I know that name. Yep.
I didn't read that one, but I know a lot of people didn't really like it.
I DNF'd that one.
Yeah. But it's good that one's good. Maybe I'll check that one out. So fast-paced and short, I can't be stopped. Another 33 pages read in Crooked Kingdom. I might switch to listening to All Her Little Secrets. Got to finish before Sunday. That I brought that up and I forgot to revisit that. And then I was thinking about that while we were reading. But I am thinking about if I want to read All Her Little Secrets or not. It's Kayla's book club pick, which is why Amy wants to finish it before Sunday because that's when the live show is. And I was going to read it for Spring Fling-O-Ween, and I have it. But when I look at it, it doesn't spark joy.
Oh.
So I don't know.
It's hard to pick up a book if you're not excited about it.
Yeah, and I've had a lot of bummer reads for Spring Fling-O-Ween, so I want to read something solid.
That's really gonna get you. Yeah.
Which maybe it will be this, but
hopefully.
Not yet. Lee is also reading All Her Little Secrets. If you like it, I'll pick it up ASAP. Do you remember what book this is?
The Cabin at the End of the World. I was going to say The Cabin in the Woods, but
yeah. I like both of them. I like the movie too. Unrelated to each other.
Yeah, very different.
I only read 15 pages, but Annihilation takes a lot of focus to get through. I love it though. Nice. Yep. Hello, everyone. I'm doing a tandem read of Empire of Storm and Tower of Dawn.
Yay! I hope you enjoy the tandem read. That's how I read it when I reread it earlier this year. And I really enjoyed the tandem read, but Tower of Dawn is mainly focused on a character that I don't really like. So I didn't want to just read that 700-page book because I don't like him. So I did the tandem read this time and I really enjoyed it.
That's so interesting that you can do that with her books. It's so interesting the order that she puts books out, and then it ends up being that way too.
Well, when Empire of Storms came out, it ends on such an intense cliffhanger, and you already had to wait so long for the next book to come out. And then she came out with Tower of Dawn, which is set at the same time as Empire of Storms, so you don't get to see.
Oh, so you have to go back in time. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you're the events that happen in Tower of Dawn are just following different characters at the same time. So you had to wait another year for it to get what's going on with this one character. And, it was torture.
That's smart though for marketing. It keeps you super hooked on it.
I think she intended Tower of Dawn to be a novella, and then she just, full length 700-page.
They don't edit her
novella.
Stuff anymore.
Who is she?
They just let her go.
Yeah, they don't care anymore.
Reading Beneath the Stairs is intriguing, but not scary. Hoping it stays good. Nice. I know that one's on Scribd. I think I might do the audiobook of that one. I wish I was like that, Hannah. I'm so stingy with my 5 stars. Same.
I kind of wish I was, because then I'd be these are the ones, right? These are the 5-star books. But I'm just I loved it. 5 stars.
Well, the opposite side of the spectrum is me. People are what are the best books you've read this year? And I'm I think I've had 2 good reads, and it's halfway through the year.
Oh no.
Has anyone heard of the author I'm picking up for the next sprint, The Words in My Hands?
I have not.
Nope. Cabin in the World is a miss for me. I don't know why I was bored.
I really want to read that one now. Maybe this is the motivation I needed, because I feel like Rachel and I also have pretty similar reading tastes. So if she ends up liking it, I'll pick it up.
Yeah, it's pretty short too. It's just 200-ish pages, I think. Reckless Girls fell super short for me. I love the beginning, then I hated the end. I gave it 3 stars because, like you said, it was just a fun time. Yeah, I think it was like a 4-star for me. 30 seconds until the end of the world. Activate my anxiety. Same.
Honestly,
the whole book,
though,
I just be like,
first page is like so intense. You're like, oh, so much is happening, and I literally just started. I don't know who these characters are. What's happening? And then
the
like
world
the
is
next page
ending.
is like 2 years earlier, and you're like, it's great.
Hello, I just joined. What have we been reading? I'm reading Insomnia by Sarah Pinborough, and I'm halfway through it.
I'm reading An Unexpected Peril, which is the 6th Veronica Speedwell book by Deanna Raybourn.
Island of Missing Truths is nominated for the Women's Prize this year. Maybe why as well. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Hello, Kimmy.
Hi, Kimmy.
How long did it take you to read S and House of Leaves? Ashley, I want to pick them up, but I feel like it'll take forever, so I never do. So S I read in like a week. And I just did like 100 pages every day and really committed to getting through it quicker. It's easier to read faster than House of Leaves was for me. House of Leaves took me a month. But I also like divided it up for the month. I read it in October, and I knew like all of October I will be picking up House of Leaves between all books that I'm reading. I could have read it faster. I know I think Erin from Booked and Busy read it in like 24 hours last year.
Jeez.
Because it was like Kayla's book club pick, and she was reading it like at the last minute, I think, and just like powered through
insane.
it.
That book is huge too. It's like,
yeah, it's like 800 pages.
Physically giant.
Oh yeah, it's a big boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really have to commit to them to know you're going to. But I think I said when I was reading S that I would recommend that one first before House of Leaves, but they're also pretty different. Like S is more fantasy, not like fantasy is such a broad umbrella. It's like there's a ship and there's people kind of waging war against each other in a way. Not like a big war, but just like there's political kind of things going on. House of Leaves is like haunted house vibes. So depends on what you want.
I've always been interested in House of Leaves, but I'm so intimidated by it.
It's a lot. It's definitely achievable if you like break it up. And now there's like so many people have done vlogs, or you can like Google Reddit threads and stuff to kind of help you read through to understand what's happening. I feel like House of Leaves is easier to understand what's happening. S is more confusing, but S was easier for me to read than House of Leaves was. I feel like I'm going to sound easier for anybody. Hello, I've been in a bit of a reading slump. I'm rereading That Shop by Ian McEwan. Nice. This is my second time reading the Divergent series. Nice.
I don't know that I've ever reread it. Like, I read it in high school, but I don't know if I've ever reread it.
Yeah, I don't think I did either.
I know I reread The Hunger Games and Twilight.
Oh, yeah, I've reread Twilight like a million times. My library just got S, and I got it first, and I had to take a break. There's so much at once, and it comes with inserted material too, which is crazy. That's really cool your library got it, though, because that book's kind of hard to get sometimes.
Yeah. And with all the inserts, like, that kind of suck if somebody, like, accidentally, like,
lost one piece.
Yeah, you're, like, missing a piece.
I'm trying to read the 6 books listed for the Women's Prize this year. Nice. All right, we'll see you soon, Cammie. Wendy Webb is my #1 favorite author. Really, Kim?
Interesting. That's a hot take.
Yeah, that is a hot take. Reading Throttled by Lauren Asher. Nice. Just finished Great Circle as well. Hope you are enjoying them. I don't know. Probably we usually do at least 2 hours, and we're at 1:24, so we'll still be here for a bit. We are reading Insomnia by Sarah Pinborough and
An Unexpected Peril by Deanna Raybourn.
What else is on y'all's TBRs for the Readathon? For me, I will probably finish Insomnia probably like tomorrow morning. And then I'll still have Saturday, and I might just extend it into Sunday too and read like an extra day. So I'll probably read maybe one more full book, and it'll either be All Her Little Secrets by Wanda Morris, or literally anything else. What about you, Hannah?
Well, I'm probably gonna do the same thing. I think I'm just gonna extend it to Sunday because like it's the weekend. But hopefully I can finish this. And then if I finish this, I move on to the last one in the series. Because
Nice.
I don't have any thrillers. Like those were the two, and I thought they were gonna take me the whole time, but I read them really quick. So
Yeah. I need to read a backlist to hit that prompt. I mean, I'm okay if I don't hit the prompts. I never really care with readathons if I hit the prompts anymore. But so All Her Little Secrets is a backlist. And then other than that, I don't really know what else I would read. Most of the backlist thrillers I have still sitting around are ones that have gotten terrible reviews. So that's why. It's awesome. I almost didn't read this because people didn't like Bryn Wilder. The only thing I'm not sure of is it's set on a lake. It seems like it could be a repeat of characters. Also seems like it doesn't matter what order you read them in. Maybe they're just the same universe. Interesting. I finished All Her Little Secrets, and it didn't spark joy for me either. See, that's not what I need to hear, Tara.
Oh, no.
Now I'm really not going to pick it up. That's good to know, though. I just haven't seen anyone love that book. And if I don't see people hype it up, it's hard to get excited for it.
Get excited. Sometimes you have like the unpopular opinion though, so
That's true.
sometimes like you got to try to not let it affect you, but I know it's hard because I'm influenced so easily.
Yeah. Lauren is starting Assassin's Blade. First time reading Throne of Glass.
First time reading. Oh, I'm so excited for you. It's amazing. And I'm so happy that you're starting with the Assassin's Blade.
I knew you were going to say that.
I'll die on that hill.
You're such a huge advocate for that.
I know. I'll fight somebody who's like, you can read it third. Like, no.
All her books are set by the Great Lakes. I don't think it's a universe, though, or that her books have any of the same characters from book to book. Interesting that that's the setting that she chose. I've seen some random comments that made me think people were connected, but I couldn't find a solid answer. Appreciate it. I love politics, war, and haunted house stories, so I guess I'll be picking up both of them when I have the time. Well, let me know what you think about them whenever you get to them, because I love chatting about those books.
Sorry, you should do a vlog for them. Like, just read those two. Be like, just weird books.
Reading the hardest books and the most intimidating books. Ashley's vlog was all I needed for House of Leaves. I knew I wouldn't read it, but I was curious about it. That's what a lot of people have told me. They're like, thank you for making this, because now I know I will never do it. So
that's like the perfect title too, is like reading House of Leaves, so you don't have to. People are like, what more can you need?
All Her Little Secrets wasn't too exciting for me, so I kept putting it off, but I'm enjoying it. 63% right now. I mean, I guess I might as well try it if I have it. And if I am just not interested in like 50 pages, maybe I'll just put it down. He needs me to get Crossroads by Laura Hightower, and I might read that for the readathon. Should finish it quickly. Yes, definitely do. I love that one. Wendy Webb, Darcy Coates, Simone St. James, Sherry Lapina, Jennifer McMahon, also Riley Sager, and Marisha Pessel. I knew Darcy Coates and Simone St. James and Jennifer McMahon. Didn't know you liked Sherry Lapina that much, and really am surprised that Wendy Webb's coming in #1, but you learn something new every day.
I'm excited to pick up the Darcy Coates book next month.
Yeah, me too.
I've just heard so many things about her, like haunted. I just love haunted house stories, so I'm really excited.
Yeah, me too. I feel like I've never heard anyone say they hate Darcy Coates books.
Right.
There's people who really love them, and there's people who are like, oh, they're pretty good. But I've never heard anyone, like, she's not a Taryn Fisher, you know?
Right. Nobody's a Taryn Fisher.
Oh, poor Taryn Fisher. Please don't watch this live. Like, why would you? But, like, just in case, click off. Also, Michelle Campbell. I'm sorry, you might really like All Her Little Secrets. I didn't hate it. It was just slow, and I wasn't in the mood for it at the time. Yeah, I mean, I would guess I'm probably not gonna like it, but I'll still give it a shot. I should probably watch that vlog then before picking up House of Leaves. Yeah, it was also, I think I did it in like 2020. And so I feel like horrified that people are still seeing the 2020 version of me who was like still learning how to vlog and was like vlogging off of my iPhone, not as doing that. Maybe just, forget it's me when you're watching it.
It's always funny to watch back like old videos because then you're still getting the hang of it. So you're like kind of shy and stuff. And you're like,
Hmm.
it's always funny.
And you have like the long pauses because you didn't know to edit those out yet.
Edit those
Yeah.
out. It's priceless.
I liked The Invited by Jennifer McMahon. It was a fun haunted house book.
I definitely need
Nice.
to pick up more from her. Like I haven't read
I
anything from her,
know.
and I'm like, I'm so excited for her new book. I haven't
I
picked up
know.
anything.
I've got 2 of her books and I've never read them. And I'm still going to buy her new book and probably read that one first. Love Simone St. James. I pre-ordered Children on the Hill. It's sitting on my shelf. But of course, I have too many library books. So I'm always reading those. Relatable. So excited you guys are hosting the book troop in May. It's going to be a fun time. I'm the first time reading Darcy Coates too. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know,
Awesome.
Hannah and I are going to be dual co-hosts for the book troop in May, reading The Haunting of Ashburn House.
Ashburn.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ashburn House by Darcy Coates. So
It's
hope to see you all there.
all of our first time reading Darcy Coates too. Gabby hasn't read
Mm-hmm.
any either, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I'm super interested to see what we'll all think of it. Invited my favorite. Really nice. All right. Well, I feel like I've gotten lost in the comments and got us off track for a bit, but we can hop into another reading sprint. Do you want to do a shorter one this time, like 30 minutes?
Sure.
Cool. All right. See you all in 30. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I don't know about this book.
Oh no.
It's like it constantly keeps feeling like, okay, this is when something's gonna happen. And then
it just doesn't.
it just doesn't. I'm like, okay, this is the chapter where something's gonna be revealed and it's gonna make the whole thing good. And then it's like, nope. And then the next chapter, I'm like, this is the one. And it's like, no. But
Just
I'm
keep
almost
stringing
done
you
with it.
along.
Yeah, I just have like less than 100 pages left, so we'll see.
Maybe it'll be worth it in the end.
One can only hope.
I got to the 100-page mark in my book, so nice little dent for the night.
Nice. I think this is where we left off, looking for an audiobook recommendation for working tomorrow night. I see a lot of people are talking about Sadie. I haven't read that one. Have you?
Sadie is a good audiobook.
Okay. Yeah, I used to own the physical book, but I unhauled it because I heard the audiobook was so good anyways that I was like, I'll just do the audiobook when I get around to that one.
Yep.
That's
if
like
I ever reread that
radio
one, it's
show,
going to be audio.
podcasty.
Yeah, it's got like a podcast element, and they do that so well. Like if they're having like a phone call conversation, it literally sounds like they're on the phone. It's awesome.
Ooh. Yeah, I love that. Kat also said The Night Swim. We were just talking about that.
I was just going to recommend that. Yeah, The Night Swim is also good. It's a good audiobook. Daisy Jones and the Six is like a fantastic audiobook if you're not looking for specifically a thriller. That one is meant to be listened to, I swear.
Yeah, it's like all transcript.
Yep.
I can't really think of any. I feel like I never have audiobook recommendations in the front of my mind because unless it has like a unique element, then it's hard for me to know like why to recommend the audiobook over the physical.
Right. Like most audiobooks are like fine at what they're meant to do, but like there are some that just go above and beyond. Sadie and The Night Swim are two that definitely like are meant to be listened to.
Yeah. Or if there's like a full cast, I like those too. If there's a lot of characters and there's different voices, those are good too.
The ACOTAR series is getting redone to have a full cast and sound effects and stuff. I haven't listened to it yet, but it sounds epic.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
Do they have, I guess they do have audiobooks.
They do have them already. I liked the audiobooks, like the original ones. Like it's just one person doing all of it, but these new ones have like a full cast. They have sound effects, but they're also released like part 1 and part 2 to cover the first book, which is interesting. So you'd still have to like use a credit for just one part of the book.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Sarah J. Maas really trying to get her coin.
Yeah, she's doing that cash grab, but she's got me in a chokehold, so
you'll just keep shilling it out.
I'll just fund that straight up from my own.
Yep, love Sadie and Night Swim.
Yep.
All Her Little Secrets is good on audio. It was less thriller and more suspense for me.
Okay.
I think the audiobook is on Scribd. I think I saw that earlier. I think I'll try the audiobook of that. Oh. I froze for a second. Am I back?
You're back.
Okay. I like clicked and nothing happened. And I was like, I'll just wait it out for a second. My Wi-Fi is struggling today. But hey, Jesse, thanks for joining. Hello. I assume this is in relation to my non-enjoyment of insomnia.
Yeah. Such a bummer. Hopefully it gets better.
It better be like the best plot twist I've ever read.
I mean, yeah, it's really going to have to be that far into the book and still not be enticing. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This nonfiction is better than Savannah Bell. What nonfiction are you reading? And what is Savannah Bell?
No, does it say notification?
Oh.
I like read it 3 times. I'm like, am I just seeing what I want to see?
Oh, okay. You're saying that The harp I do is better than Savannah's loud bell that she has on her sprints. Oh, wow. Okay. Doing great tonight. Dead main character. Strange world that uses your body weight to make recombination. Still no clue. Only 32 pages in.
That sounds really
Interesting.
weird.
Sava stopped using her bell. She catches the timer before it runs out now. I'm going to have to teach her how to change the sound.
My friend Kirsten from, what is her channel name? I just know her as
reading,
like Kirsten.
Reading Corner? Book Corner?
Kirsten's Book Corner or something. God, I should know her channel. But she does like, when she does sprints, she has a cat that meows when the time is up. It's adorable.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, she's just like, meow.
Oh, I love that. I'm going to have to get something cute like that. Okay, you're reading Insomnia 2, just 30 pages left in the book, and it's so good. I think I'm just having an abnormal experience with this one.
Kirsten's Corner. That's her channel name. She like doesn't use her like Bookstagram account anymore, so I just know like her personal account. I'm like, I didn't want to say that. Anyways.
A good audiobook is Believe Me by J.P. Delaney. Has background ambience in the story.
Nice.
Love some good ambience. Dolores Claiborne by Stephen King. Just listened to Fantastic Land recently too, and that was amazing. Interview style. I don't know who that one is by, but it sounds fantastic. Oh, here you go, Hannah.
The endings, they just get you. They are.
How many books are there?
Mind-blown emoji.
Are there like eight-ish of them? I feel like there's a ton.
There's 7 out. The 8th one, the final book, comes out in December.
I really want to read that one soon. Who is that by? Fantastic Land.
I haven't heard of it.
By Mike Bakoven. Came out in 2016. Is that the one?
Must be. I don't know.
Yep, I'm also reading Insomnia. Courtney Summers is the author of Sadie. Definitely taking notes on the audiobook, Rex. Thanks so much. Yeah, you guys came in clutch with tons of recommendations. The audiobook of what I'm reading is really good. Nutshell, it's pretty short, a modern Hamlet retelling. It's from the perspective of a very well-spoken 8-month-old fetus.
That's really interesting.
That's super interesting.
A very well-spoken 8-month-old fetus.
And it's a Hamlet retelling. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, it's a lot to dissect.
Yeah, by Mike Bakoven. I recently heard Elizabeth talking about it. Yeah, I know she did the like amusement park vlog, so I was wondering if it was part of that. That wasn't one that she read in that, though, was it? I don't think so. I know she read a Jennifer Hillier, Joyland by Stephen King, and then I can't remember what the other one was that she read. But I don't think it was that one. Maybe it was. I don't know. I just got Insomnia from my library. I hope it's good because I didn't like Behind Her Eyes. Well, everybody loves Insomnia but me, apparently, so we'll see.
There you are with those unpopular opinions again.
I know, and I hate that I am this way because I just want to be able to enjoy things with everyone else. Like, everyone's loving this book, and I would love to love it too, but it's just nothing is happening. Sadie is the one and only book, young adult book I read and remembered it was good. I feel like I have better luck with YA horror books than YA thriller books, just generally. I was thinking about that earlier, that I haven't read any good, or I haven't really read much YA in a while since My Dearest Darkest. I read that one, but other than that, I can't remember any recent ones. I'm going to have to get caught up. I'm not sure I heard it in one of her newer recommendation videos. Elizabeth, we're talking about you. Hello. Please answer our question. Have you read Fantastic Land by Mike Bakoven? Someone is reading it, and Lauren said that she heard you talk about it, but I don't think it was part of your amusement park reading vlog. I don't think you read that one, but I could be wrong. But I don't know. And yeah, I'm not liking it, and I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm just finding it so slow. I'm like on page 217, so I'm almost done with it, but I feel like nothing's happened. So I'm wondering if the end is going to be really good and
It's
sway
gonna
my
have to
opinion.
be to make up for it.
It's gotta be. Everybody loves it, so it has to have a phenomenal ending. I'm like starting to get theories too. This whole time I've had no theories of what's going on because it felt like nothing was happening. And now I have theories, and I'm like, well, if this is the plot twist, that's not going to be exciting. And if this is the plot twist, that's not going to be exciting. Yes, I love Fantastic Land. How did I forget that then? I remember the Jennifer Hillier one and Joyland by Steve, like the third one, but I guess that. Everyone loves the hating game, and I'm not liking it too much so far. I'm 50 pages in.
I know that one got a lot of hype when it first came out, and now that people are like starting to pick it up again, there's a lot more people not liking it. I loved it when I read it, but that was years ago, and it was like one of my very first romances. So I'm like scared to reread it because what if I don't like it? I just want to keep it happy in my head.
Yeah, that's how I do it too. I'm like, don't revisit it. That's how I feel with. I loved all of Colleen Hoover's stuff when it was first coming out, and now people are reading her old stuff, and I'm like, this is terrible. This is toxic, and I'm like, well, I just want to have a good memory in my brain that I loved it then. I don't need to revisit it. But the hating game, I tried that one. Like when the movie was announced, I got it like an ebook through my library, and I was like, I'll just give it a try. I read like the first 5 pages, and I was like, I don't think it's gonna be for me. Hannah said she gives 5 stars pretty freely. How are you with 5 stars, Ashley? Huh. I think I've had 2 or 3 5 stars this year.
I couldn't even tell you how many.
I know I've had The Burning Girls by C.J. Tudor, Sundial by Katrina Ward. That might be it.
There's the hesitation too, and she's just like,
there's probably like another one, but those are the only 2 I can remember. My 5 stars are like my all-time favorite books is what I save it for. One of the best audiobooks ever. Good to know. Yeah, I'm like 217-ish pages in, so I'm almost done. 2 or 3 5 stars. Sundial, I'm dying to get that one now. Yeah. I'm rough. I'm a harsh critic.
I really like the cover of Sundial.
I know. It's so
really
beautiful.
Pretty.
Fantastic Land is on script. Guess it's on my TBR now. Yeah, I might have to check that one out too. Yeah, me too. We'll see what it can do. Also free on Audible right now. I heard Audible's having a big sale right now.
They are. Books, their audiobooks are going for like $6 or something like that right now, which is pretty good. Cheaper than a credit if you're subscribed or whatever it is, a member.
Yeah. Alrighty. Are you in the mood for another sprint?
I could go for another.
Okay. You want to do maybe just a short one, like 20 minutes to wrap it up? Cool.
Sounds good.
Okie dokie. Everyone enjoy your last little bit of reading. Hopefully my book gets better. Alrighty. I hope everyone enjoyed the last sprint.
Yeah. I got about 20 pages read or listened to.
I'm getting through this faster because I'm kind of skimming at this point.
Oh, no.
Just like still nothing's happening.
Oh, no. So how far in are you?
Oh, it's crazy. Page 257 out of like 320-ish. So I'll for sure finish this tonight when I go to bed.
You'll have to message me if it did get better or if it didn't get better.
I mean, if it can redeem itself from this point for me, then it deserves a 4 or 5 star.
Oh, it's so disappointing though that it's not good so far because like you're so far in.
It's just so crazy.
Like,
it's not bad. It's just I feel like absolutely nothing has happened. And I know like sometimes I hear people talk about books that I loved and they say nothing happens the whole book. And I'm like, what do you mean so much happened? It built so much suspense. It built so much tension. It was so great. So
The
I know
Night
people.
Circus.
Yeah, like that
People
book.
say like nothing happens. That one's so boring. And I'm like, so
That's
much
the most
happens.
magical book that ever has existed ever. It's
Right.
amazing. So I know people are going to be so annoyed to hear me talking about this one because they all love it. And I'm like, nothing happens. They're going to be like, yes, it does. But it's just crazy how you can have such a different experience with a book than someone else. Yeah. We have such similar reading tastes. I gave Burning Girls and Sundial 5 stars too.
Nice.
And also hated Near the Bone. That's a good compass for if our reading tastes align. I'm afraid to read Near the Bone because of the domestic violence. Yeah, that's what I didn't like about it was the main abusive husband. Well, there's a lot I didn't like about it, but that was one of the first things I didn't like about it. Here's Kirsten. Finally finished studying for the day. We were talking about you earlier, Kirsten. She's like, what do you mean?
I couldn't remember your channel name. I'm so embarrassed. I'm like, Kirsten, Kirsten. You're talking about your cat meow timer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're going to have to let me know how you set that up so I can get something more cute and calming. Finally finished studying for the day, so I'm going to take a bubble bath and read some ZA3.
Yay! Kirsten does not read fantasy, and she hates fae. So the fact that she likes this, like it's a fantasy about fae.
Zodiac Academy is fae? I didn't know that.
Not like in the traditional sense of fae. Like they're just magical people. Like they have elemental abilities. And then there's like werewolves and vampires and dragon shifters and stuff, and they're all considered fae. So it's not like, ACOTAR fae.
Yeah. Is it smutty?
There's some smutty. Kirsten's like in our little chat. She's like, I need more smut. Because the first few books are not much happens in that regard, but
yeah,
we'll get there.
You got a couple more books to go.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of credits on Audible, so I just got Sadie. I never know which books to get, so thanks for the recommendation. Good job, everyone.
I hope you like it.
I did not read, but I finalized my May TBR. Nice.
Just in time.
What are you most excited to read for your May TBR? You don't have to give us all the deets, but what's the highlight? Asphyxia is amazing with illustrations in this book. It's starting to get better and make more sense. Takes place in Australia. Yeah, I can't wait to see how it all comes out for you. Insomnia, I'm assuming?
I think.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see.
50 pages left. I'm finishing before bed. Good night, everyone. Good night. Thank you for joining. I want to just be spoiled for Insomnia. I'm never going to read it. So far, there's nothing to tell you, Kim. I have nothing to spoil for you at this point. But I will let you know. Pop into my Instagram DMs in about an hour and a half, and I'm sure I will know the ending. Yep. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it for everyone here. Do not worry. They're not spicy yet. The anger in this.
You're so close, Kirsten.
I get like one Caleb seed and I'm like, come on.
She is totally in love with Caleb, who's the vampire of the group.
Oh, well, of course. The vampire is always the best.
Mm-hmm.
Are these YA or adult?
Adult. They're like new adult.
Oh.
Because the two main characters are 18 and they start at Zodiac Academy, but yeah, they're more new adult.
Yeah, she does have to give all the deets I want. I will spoil in my Instagram DMs and my Instagram DMs only. Or maybe like in a reading blog, I'll do a spoiler section and I'll put like a banner up. But I will not spoil for everyone. Not to plug myself in, but of course, The Good Lie. Yes, I'm going to be on Jessie's channel and reading The Good Lie for her book club, which I'm also super excited about, by A.R. Torre. That'll be my first A.R. Torre.
Oh, is A.R. Torre the
Alessandra as well?
Right, but like, is that the like horror pen name? You know, like V. Schwab and Victoria Schwab.
It's like the thriller crime.
Because I know that author writes romance,
like some spicy romance. Have you read a lot of her romance? I know you read the one that's like the football stadium and you didn't like it.
I read that one and I don't know if I've ever hated a book more.
Wow. That's a lot coming from Hannah.
Yeah, I'd have to really think about like all of the books that I hate, but like that one, even just bringing up that name, I'm just got angry. Oh. Yeah, I hated that.
Wow. Well, I hope
wanted to have price books,
but
part of me wishes I could have lit it on fire.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Spicy Hannah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to read Insomnia. I've heard good things until tonight. Yeah, just disregard my opinion because I'm probably just the outlier.
You've got the unpopular opinions.
Yep.
I kind of like that though.
I'm just really honest, and that's just everything in life. I'm just like brutally honest. So if you ask me about like if I like a certain food, I just can't lie. I'm a super bad liar. I don't sugarcoat things. I'm just like 100% candid, 100% honest. So I'm just like,
that's good though.
Like, I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. I don't think it was great. A lot of people love it, which is great for them, but I did not.
That's good though, because like you don't get influenced and be like, okay, maybe it's like a 3-star if it's like a 1-star book for you, you know?
Yeah, even if it's like a publisher sent me the book, I'm like, I cannot tell an untruth.
Tell an untruth.
Kim was talking about spoiling Jess's May TBR, I guess, as well.
That makes sense.
You know who doesn't write spicy romance? The ZA authors.
Kirsten. Give it another book.
I know, right? Hopefully her thrillers are better. I've heard really good things about The Good Lie and some of her other ones.
Did she write The Girl in 6E too? Is that the same author or did I make that up?
I
feel like that's A.R.
I think so. Yeah, and that one's
I haven't read that one either, but
yeah, there's those, and then there's the one that's something about a secret. Something secret. There's one that's like people swimming in this like cave-looking thing, and then there's, I think The Good Lie is the one that's like a bedroom, looks like a hotel set up on the cover. Plan to post it this weekend. All right, everyone, stay tuned. Check out our video. Maybe I need to pick up The Good Lie in May because I've been interested. Yes, Lauren, read it with us. Come join. Patience is a virtue.
Rachel.
My dog needed attention, but I am back now. You know, priorities.
Her dog is so cute too. It's a little white fluff ball.
Oh. I prefer honesty over sugarcoating, so thank you.
Same.
Great. Yeah.
I like your honest opinions.
Thanks. Sometimes I feel like people are going to start to hate me, but, you know, got to live for me.
I got to put me first.
I got to put me first. Every Last Secret. Yeah, I knew it was something about a secret. That's the one that's like people swimming in this cave thing. I was a fan of The Good Lie. That's the only one I read by her. Well, good, because our reading tastes aligned. So that means that I should like The Good Lie as well.
Yeah, hopefully.
Alrighty, well, thank you everyone for joining us for reading sprints tonight. Thank you, Hannah, for joining me. Glad we got to catch up and hang out again.
It's always a good time. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. And hope everyone has a good rest of Spring Fling-O-Ween if you're participating. If not, have a good weekend. Hannah, are you going to be doing a Spring Fling-O-Ween reading vlog
Yeah.
for every
Yep.
time? Okay, cool. Yep, look out for Hannah's vlog. I'll be doing a vlog too. It'll probably come out on either Sunday or Monday, depending on if I read another book or not. TBD. We will see. But
I feel like you
thank you,
got to end
everyone.
on an upswing. You got to find one that you like.
I know. And I just don't think the other book I was thinking of picking up is going to be it either. So I don't know. Look out for a poll on my Instagram later. I feel like that will come. I'm going to need help from you guys to do something good. But thank you, everyone, so much for joining. I hope you have a good rest of your night, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.